Okay, here we are. This is Lower Springs Road. And I don't know why it's always been called Lower Springs Road, but that has been the terminology that's been used. When I lived in Burke County and I thought about Springs Road people, I kind of just had, this is our new ABC store, and it is insanely massive. If you're not from North Carolina and you're moving to North Carolina, ABC stands for alcohol, beverage, alcohol and beverage. I'm not sure what the C stands for. It's not company because it is governed by the state. Anyway, that's the only place you can buy liquor by the bottle is at an ABC store. This area is called Lower Springs Road. I was saying I grew up in kind of just outside of Hickory area in Burke County. And when I was a kid in Burke County, for some reason, Lower Springs Road people had this, I felt like they were like a class above. And then now that I've kind of grown up, I realized that Lower Springs Road people are just the people that lived in this area of Hickory, which was a more residential area, and then it kind of started becoming more industrial, more commercial. And what happened was, you'll see on this road, you're going to see houses that turned into businesses. And that is kind of this street, this area. It's the Springs Road corridor of Hickory, North Carolina. I would say what's considered Lower Springs Road might be from Cool Park Road to downtown, well, to where you get to what feels like the end of Springs Road at, I think that's Highland Avenue. Is that right? And so again, this was a residential area that kind of turned into commercial years ago. And when that transition happened, people just kind of got displaced from right here on the road, and some of the houses became businesses, and some of the houses got torn down and businesses popped up. And so here we are on a strip of Hickory called Springs Road. You saw Biscuitville, Burger King, there's gyms. I believe that's a workout anytime. That's a 24/7 gym place where you can work out. Taco Bell, McDonald's, all of the typical fast food restaurants are here. We're getting ready to come up to Sheets. We're going to cross over McDonald Parkway here. McDonald Parkway, if you turn left here, that'll take you to Highway 70. You can see other videos about Highway 70, and I did 2 of those. There's a Part A and a Part B. Highway 70, basically if you were to turn left, it would be Highway 70 East. When you get at the end of Catawba Valley Boulevard onto Highway 70 East, and then you could turn right to go west. Here we are back on talking about Springs Road. There's a Walmart neighborhood, Zaxby's. I'm trying to think, what would be the big purpose of Springs Road? I guess it takes you from Hickory to Conover. And I guess it kind of runs parallel to Highway 70, but there's a couple miles between here and Highway 70. But it takes you from Conover to downtown Hickory. And we're going to come up on, I've told you before about Hickory in my Hickory videos over on the other channel, that Hickory is full of churches, and there's a church on every corner. We're getting ready to come up to an area where you can see 3 Lutheran churches. If I'm not mistaken, you can see 3 Lutheran churches kind of in one view here. You can see 2 of them, both on my left, and then there's another one here on my right. Or is that just a cemetery? Maybe that's just the St. Stephen's Cemetery. The Springs Road area, but yeah, there's the 3rd Lutheran church. I'm guessing that at some point there was one Lutheran church, and then they split into 3 different churches. But this is 3 Lutheran churches, all within eyeshot of one another, here on what I'm calling Lower Springs Road. Making the video kind of causes you to see things that you haven't thought about and seen in years. But looking ahead to that water tower that says Hickory, I don't know that if you told me that there was a water tower at the end of Springs Road here, I would have thought anything about it or would have remembered it. But there's a water tower, and I haven't thought about that maybe ever. Maybe in my life. Maybe as a kid I thought about that water tower, but I don't remember thinking about it ever before. What about you, Shante? You ever see that water tower? And she mumbles no. Not going to talk much on the camera here, are you? Now, if you turn right here, this is 16th Street. That is a little more commercial area going towards a different part of Hickory, but this is kind of where the road forks right onto 16th, straight onto Springs Road. But everything to my right is, it's kind of going towards downtown Hickory. Geppetto's is a long time, been here forever, kind of. I say forever, but it's been here for at least the last 30 or 40 years, because I remember my wife and I eating there when we were dating back in the day. And we're coming to the end of Springs Road now, and this was a tour of Lower Springs Road, Hickory, North Carolina.